Do you want to know the real reason why a lot of couples fight on vacation? It's probably not what you think. I mean, come on. Nothing says romance like fighting over dinner reservations on vacation, right? Okay, so vacation doesn't create stress, it actually reveals it. Because when the distractions drop, fatigue, resentment, nervous system overload, and unmet expectations suddenly have room to rear their ugly heads. All right. It's not always the relationship that's the issue. What is really going on under the hood is that people spend their lives in chronic stress, fatigue, and motion, constantly going. And they get into a groove where they're just running this kind of play together over and over. But when that pattern that's so comfortable, those dance steps get interrupted, then people start stepping on each other's toes. Another time, we can talk a little bit more deeply about the nervous system, all right? But the basics of it are that you have one, two, three, four brains that are all stacked on each other in layers. When you are in chronic stress in fight or flight, it's like having really high RPMs going on in the engine, right? You're in chronic stress fatigue. You may be running high cortisol levels. You may be running high on adrenaline. And when you get to the beach, just because those nervous system issues are coming down, it doesn't mean that they're suddenly resolved overnight. A lot of times, what happens is the underlying things actually start to come up, which is good if you know what's happening. The first thing that you should do if you're feeling stressed out on your beautiful vacation is that you should actually take a moment to self regulate. Self regulation can look like a walk, but it should be more than a few miles, right? And nice and slow. We're not out here to be Olympic athlete walkers. We're out here to connect with what? The force, right? Because when you calm your nervous system enough to connect with things, it means that you're probably out of fight or flight, which is the first brain. All right. Orientation is the second step. We often do that when we're walking. We get orientated and we start noticing the things around us and we get more present in our bodies and less in our heads and in our stress. All right. So those are two tips that I have for you all who are coming from the city on a beautiful vacation. I would also like to invite you to come out to the Lotus Retreat, and we'll be having little events as well. But if you click on the link beneath the video or in the article, you'll see a lot more about this Lotus Retreat, where you can actually learn in a fun, engaging way at the beach in just a few hours a day about how you can acquire the permanent skills to stay in the driver's seat of your car and more relaxed and effective in life. Lots of love.